Woodring boots it high, but it's returnable. Law from the 5. Gets a crease, and Kendrick Law falls forward out to the 33, and that's where Jalen Milroe will set up. Again, the 14 total touchdowns through 3 games, and he has avoided an interception so far.
Yeah, he's playing about as well as you can play in a new system. I think a lot of people wondered when Kalen DeBoer came over from Washington with Michael Penix and those great receivers, what would he do with Jalen Milroe? Would he adjust and try to get Milroe to learn that system, or would he take advantage of the skill set? And that's obvious what he and his staff have done with number 4.
A year ago at this time, Milroe recovering from a benching against USF. Far different landscape tonight. Justice Haynes gets the start at tailback, but a throw in the first down, and it's complete to the prodigy, Ryan Williams. You may know that he's 17 years old. He's been one of the stories of this month of college football.
He's one of our impact players. And you see Jalen Walker, keep an eye on 11. When he gets after the quarterback, he's as good as anybody, and of course starts in the back end. 2
plays, 2 throws. This is Jeremy Bernard. A flag comes out. Bernard, one of the 2 or 3 key guys who came over from Washington, along with DeBoer. This will be a 5-yard penalty on Alabama.
Illegal formation, offense. More than 4 players lined up in the backfield. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
Milroe took a look, tries to escape, and he'll be dragged down right at the line of scrimmage by Nazir Stackhouse, one of the big fellas up front.
I talked about how Georgia wants to bring 11 right here, pressure.
Jam Miller in the ball game. They need 7 on this 3rd down. Dogs crowding the line. They jump across, and Milroe with a free play tries to find Williams on the far side. He was juggling it and did not hold on. Warren Brinson.
Oh, that was
across.
Yeah, big hit after the throw, and I think that's what Kalen DeBoer is saying is Brinson hits him. There's the offside.
They need 2 on 3rd down now after the 5-yard penalty. Milroe looking to throw forward across the middle. The catch is made. Hit right at the marker is Bernard. Play caller is Nick Sheridan, who's been with DeBoer along the way, but it's his first year calling plays. Handoff, end around. Bernard shows strength with the football.
And what it does is it sets up Milroe eventually being able to pull that and keep it himself later.
Now a downfield shot looking for Henderson, coming back and making the catch. Emmanuel Henderson hasn't made a big impact this season until that deep shot.
The ball's out in front, great adjustment.
Picked up 34. Miller trying to get the edge as the Tide operating with tempo. Flags come out. There were 2 of them on the field.
Yeah, it looked like a hold on the right side of the offensive line from Alabama. I think it's 77.
Offense, number 57. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
So 1st and 20. Pressure comes. Milroe escapes. Jalen Milroe flashes the strength and the speed. Georgia hasn't allowed a touchdown all season long. 16 consecutive quarters. And 2nd and 4, keeper all the way. Stiff arm, Milroe knocked out at the 2. 1st and goal. And another whistle before the snap. Another false start. Alabama
not even lined up that time.
Will now have to try to overcome a 3rd penalty on this opening drive.
Offense. Not all 11 players were set prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty remains first down.
Milroe around left end. Touchdown, Alabama. What an opening drive as they overcome their mistakes and draw first blood. Drive even more impressive, Kirk, because they made 3 mental mistakes. It didn't matter. Connor Talty debuted away for the Tide. And Anthony Evans III is going to bring it out from a few yards deep. Tries the sideline and is tripped up just across the 20-yard line. Here comes Carson Beck. Again, 15-1 as a starter, but that 1 is what helps drive him tonight. hasn't been electric. They're searching for kind of big plays downfield. Had a few against Clemson, but really none on the road against Kentucky. Trevor Etienne, transfer from Florida, can certainly be an electric running back. Beck straight back on first down across the middle. It's a dart. Accurate throw to Dominic Lovett, and he's got a first down across the 35, pick up 15. You can't replace Brock Bowers, one of the greatest tight ends we've ever seen in this sport. Ladd McConkey was a big play guy. So putting the pieces together. Beck will take a deep shot. A one-on-one battle downfield off the hands of Arian Smith. He's a guy that can take the top off of defense. A catch that he should have made. Last year in high school, this year covered a speedy receiver in a game like this. On the edge, Etienne can also hurt defenses as a receiver. The ball is loose. Bama pointing that they have it. No signal yet. It'll be Georgia keeping possession. So Daniel Gautreaux saying that the replay official, John Allman, and the replay center will take a look at this. Clearly, it was a fumble.
Let's watch the recovery. There's Fairchild right there.
Justin Jefferson looked like he knocked the ball loose. And there's Fairchild jumping on it. He's got, I'm not really sure what they need to review here.
They're probably looking at the recovery. There's no question there's a fumble. But 53 appears solidly came on the ball. So this will just be confirmed, the call.
The ruling on the field stands.
An abundance of caution, I would call that. Taking a look at that play. Clearly, Fairchild was there to fall on it. But now they face a third and long with the offensive line, as you said, that's a little bit reshuffled without their leader, Ratledge, who's an elite guard.
And, you know, last year they were the #1, there's Ratledge right there, #1 team in the nation in third down. And this year they have struggled in this area. A lot of third and longs. There's actually all the way down to 73rd in the country.
Tide rush 3. Beck loops the ball downfield. There's a battle there. Flags come out as Lovett made the catch.
Pass interference. Offense, number 6. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains third.
There's going to be some battles on the edge tonight.
Yeah, there's battles everywhere. Definite a push off. Great job by the officials seeing that. Separation. They call it on Lovett, who needs to have a big night tonight for this Georgia offense.
Beck from the pocket. Another downfield shot on the near sidelines. It's incomplete. Colby Young, the transfer from Miami, made the catch, but way out of bounds. Damani Jackson in coverage, and Georgia missed opportunities and self-destruction on that possession. This could be an excellent punting tool. Two of the best in the country. They're both Australians. Driven back inside the 20 is Ryan Williams. Haven't really seen him in that role yet tonight.
Keep him in the pocket, make him throw the football and get after him.
Justice Haynes is the back, and the first carry by a running back is a chunk play again. Look at Haynes weaving out across the 40. 23-yard gain. They spotted at the 39. Milroe from the pocket surveys and finds across the middle. Williams makes a man miss. He is just different, Kirk. We've seen him on tape, saw him in practice.
Ryan Williams, once again, the moment is not too big. Good job of coming back to the football here. Tempo, seeing the field well.
Easy access throw. Law. Georgia not tackling well, and the Tide down near the red zone. Milroe 5 for 5. Georgia just reeling like you rarely see him on defense. Collision on the edge. It's Jam Miller knocked down. It's the Jam and Justice. Miller motions out far left. QB run all the way. Milroe patiently picks his way for a gain down to the 16. Empty backfield for a receiver look. Plus a tight end on 3rd and 5. And now Miller motions to the near side. Milroe looking for him on a wheel route on a dime. The Tide.
Sensational play there on 3rd down. What a plan. Moving the back out. We're going to show it to you when we get a chance.
Graham Nicholson knocks it through.
Milroe puts it right on the money. Great design play. Alabama right now all over Georgia, up 14 here early.
Inside the head.
No.
They've landed a few of them.
I mean, this is about as well as you could hope for a start if you're an Alabama fan. Milroe 6 of 6 for 100 yards, mixing up run and pass. It's been perfect plan.
Fair catch signaled by Anthony Evans. You know, Carson Beck and Georgia have not been a fast starting offense. Didn't find the end zone against Clemson in the first half. Had their worst first half yardage output in 15 years against Kentucky. They got to get it going here.
Yeah, they do. And I think this is where, you know, you're a veteran. You're viewed as, you know, beginning of the season, Shedeur Sanders, Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers. I mean, you're the guy. And this is where you got to really rally the troops. It's a long game, lots of ups and downs. This is where his leadership, poise, and playmaking ability got to step up here on the road.
Beck on the move, flips over the middle, almost intercepted. He overthrew Dylan Bell and was bobbled by Xavier Brown. Lawson Lucky, the tight end, lined up in the backfield along with Etienne. Here's the first running play called tonight, and Etienne bounces forward for a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and long.
This Georgia offensive line, remember Jared Wilson, good player, but it's the first time he's been in this kind of atmosphere. Micah Morris steps in, as we said earlier, for Tate Ratledge right there with the mullet. He's out tonight. He's the leader.
It's just getting louder by the second here for Beck.
Another 3rd and long for Georgia.
Tide showing pressure, and they bring it. Ball out quickly. It is intercepted. Picked off by Damani Jackson, the transfer from USC. And it's gone from bad to worse in a hurry for the Dogs. Georgia's first turnover of the year. Play fake, pitch to the edge. Bernard muscles for about 4 or 5. The guys on the field looking a little dazed right now. Keeper again. Milroe makes a cut. Powers down. It'll be 1st and goal. The ball came out, but he was ruled down.
Running with Milroe to the outside, then pounding the middle, setting up quick throws.
Haynes to Milroe's left. Bernard comes in motion, gets the football, gets a block on the edge, turns the corner, touchdown Tide! 3 for 3.
Have I told you that they're attacking the edge?
And Georgia fans have to be sitting there with their mouths agape at this point.
They've got to keep their cool and just keep believing that they can get back into this game.
Kirby Smart's teams have been known for comebacks, but this is the largest deficit they've faced since that 2021 SEC championship game. The big loss that set up the chance for payback. It's been pass heavy early. Etienne gets a handoff and muscles ahead for about 6.
Up tight with coverage.
Handoff to Etienne again. He slipped as he tried to make a cut. There was heavy track in front, and Keon Sabb, the safety transfer from Michigan, was filling.
It is a battle in the trenches. I mean, Alabama is strong in the inside. They've got some experience in Tim Keenan, Tim Smith.
Some things have changed, some haven't. Alabama is strong in the middle. You can say that again. 3-man rush on 3rd and 4. Beck all kinds of time. Pats the ball, throws it inaccurately. A flag is down. Dominic Lovett was coming on a crosser, and the quarterback missed him.
That was another mesh route, trying to set a pick.
Pass interference. Offense, number 4. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
Keep getting separation.
There's an infinite amount in this playbook that hasn't been shown. That's a poor punt. Very high from Thorson, not his usual standard. Does take a roll.
Georgia have an answer to that outside run game where they're averaging Alabama almost 10 yards a carry out to the edge?
That's a question we haven't heard often. Does Georgia have an answer on defense in recent years? Milroe pitches far side, and it's another impact play from Ryan Williams. Pressure. Picked up, easy across the middle. C.J. Dupree, the tight end, rumbles into Georgia territory.
See the communication, no issue at all. Georgia comes after him, easy slide, easy pickup, plenty of time for Milroe.
Georgia hadn't allowed a touchdown all season. They allowed 3 in the first quarter. Tide threatening to add to the lead. It's Law behind the line. He can throw it. Nobody open. Scrambling and will be knocked down. Tackle made there by Jalen Walker. They try to use a little trickery here, but Georgia wasn't fooled. He was knocked down on that scramble being attended to. Jam Miller. They give up the edge again, and that's a big gain out inside the Georgia 40. Tied 2 for 2 on third down. Need 5 here. And it's a trick play. The clap by Milroe. They hand it off to direct snap, I should say, to Miller, trying to catch the dogs napping. They stop him short of the marker.
Watch him walk away, and then watch the clap. Bang. That's when you snap. Try to catch the defense again sleeping. So they've thrown a few wrinkles here. The quarterback walk away.
Need about a half yard here on 4th. Milroe, keeper. First down and more. Tight roping down the sideline. Touchdown. Unbelievable start for Milroe in this offense. 36-yard lightning strike. Nicholson has only attempted 1 field goal this year. A lot of PATs, so you may see a whole lot this season from this offense.
No doubt. Georgia sells out. This is zone read. Pretty simple. Read this man. Huge collision right at the mesh point. Hands it off, actually shows it, and then pulls it out. And then it's a foot race. Gets to the corner. Nobody is going to catch Jalen Milroe into the end zone.
128 yards. He's also run it for 78 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Wow.
Overall, Bama has 15 plays in Georgia territory.
Etienne off the left side. Doesn't take much space. Some tempo from the dogs here, down 4 scores. Etienne, he hit hard, picks up 3.
So you go a little tempo. Try to take away that edge that they're playing with.
Last time they were down 28 was against Joe Burrow in that overwhelming LSU offense in the SEC championship game. 2nd and 7. Pitch on the edge. Love it. Short gain. Zabian Brown. Whistle had blown. No fumble. He will set up another 3rd down. Need 10 on 3rd. The time they back out of pressure, just a 3-man rush. Beck is still flush. Long way to go with his legs, and he'll get knocked down about a yard short of the marker.
Yeah, Kirby's going to have to go for this. This is almost, you could say, do or die, down 28 at your own 45-yard line, 4th and 1. You know, we talk about this game being physicality. Who's going to win the line of scrimmage? It's been all Alabama. Well, here you go. 4th and 1, ball at your own 45. They think you're going to run inside. It's really hard to run inside. I don't know if you do that. I may want to try to maybe fake it in the middle, get on the edge. I don't know if you want to run into the teeth of this defense.
Whistle before the snap, and Alabama takes a timeout. Something that the board didn't like the look of pre-snap. 2 tight ends. Etienne tries the middle. Had to dodge contact in the backfield.
That lateral quickness and the vision right there. I mean, that's a -4. But instead, give Etienne all the credit on that play to save this drive and keep it alive.
Branson Robinson spells him in the backfield. He's got the football. And Georgia beginning to string together some solid runs. Now picks up 7.
Nice little double team there on the right side. Good push there. Truss, the right tackle, helping out there. He and Micah Morris double team, work up to the backer. It's a nice drive here for Georgia. Getting some penetration.
Come after Beck is picked up, and the catch is made by Dylan Bell. Looking to throw in first down. Rolls and a little bit behind Lovett. Good protection. Throws it into a seam and the catch is made. Jahad Campbell delivers a big blow.
Great job of putting a lot of velocity on that ball. Just layered it over top of the corner. And a great catch there to hold on to it.
Tight power formation. And it's an end around to Bell. Makes a cut, lowers the shoulder, and is knocked down. Sabb on the stop. Etienne into the end zone, and Georgia on the board. A desperately needed answer to all the haymakers the Tide have been throwing.
Offensive line able to get up to those linebackers, receivers getting involved in the blocks. There's the answer we've been waiting for from Georgia.
Etienne had the 4th and short conversion, gets into the end zone. Let's go for Dos. Brought to you by Dos Equis as they try to cut the lead here. The 20. Cass Jones in the backfield. Beck scanning, creates on the run and throws it low, and that is Cass Jones. And from Brock, Texas, are a couple of flags down in the end zone, so hold on.
Pass interference. Offense, number 11. 15-yard penalty from the try spot.
But a positive 11-play, 75-yard drive took more than 5.5 minutes. Got the running game going, better blocking up front. They felt coming into this game, they were going to rightfully reclaim their spot.
That's why we play the ball games. 4 for 4, this offense.
And as Georgia come up with answers, Tide a long field to go. Milroe looking to throw on first down. Again, it's Dupree. It was easy access, and then yards after the catch out across the 45. Flags come in very late.
Then the missed tackles by Starks
Personal
and then
foul.
more yards.
Unnecessary roughness. Offense, number 52. Hitting a player not actively participating in the play. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Tyler Booker is an emotional guy. The big fella flagged for a costly penalty. Set up across the 45. They're back to 16. With the 1st and 19. Pressure comes. Milroe escapes again. Jalen Milroe. Look out when he builds momentum. Gets a couple blocks on the edge.
10 of 10, 134.
Back behind the chains. Doesn't matter. Let's just take off for another big run. He's over 100 yards rushing tonight. Looking to add to his passing total. Long throw. Easy catch by Bernard. 3 total touchdowns, 0 incompletions. Empty backfield. It's a run all the way. And this time doesn't get the edge. Is spun down. Limited to a 2-yard gain that time. Second down. Pressure picked up. Low throw. And going down to get it is Bernard.
Misses a little low, but a pretty good catch by these receivers.
Tide, that's going to be looked at. They were trying to get him to play fast.
The ruling on the field is a completed pass.
It went right through his hands.
Play is under video review.
Tough call for the officials on the field to see, but it did hit the ground.
Now he'll go in motion. Dogs are showing some pressure. Rush 4. Milroe has to escape again. Flips it. And the catch is made to Robbie Oots. And he's down near the marker. And shift around. That's Miller to the right of Milroe. Trying to get the Dogs to flinch. They're not buying it. Georgia disciplined that time. And DeBoer spends a timeout.
He certainly has had that up to this point.
And the Dogs give their offense the football back on 4th down. Handoff. Miller stopped. Miller jammed up at the line of scrimmage as Dan Jackson filled, and the Dogs defense finally makes a play.
You'll see 5 come back this way. Watch 7 and White take him on, and that frees up, taking that block right there, stoning him at the line, and then that allows Dan Jackson to be able to clean that up.
Pass to the far right, empty backfield. Three-man rush. Beck surveys, throws it right to Alabama. It's picked up by Jahan Campbell. A disastrous turnover just when the Dogs had momentum. The second for Beck tonight.
He's trying to hit a seam here. He needs to put some air under this to be able to get over the linebackers. Here he is right here. Here's the seam. Watch it open up, but he's got to be able to clear the linebacker. That's a tough throw with a safety also in the middle of the field. Throws it right into the chest there of Campbell, who just reads his eyes and brings him right back over there. Hits him right in the chest. Poor decision by Beck.
Tremendous linebacking core to Alabama. He's strong off the edge, rushing the passer, and can play coverage too. Dupree spins, takes a big shot, and gets down near the 13. Aggressive approach against this sudden change defense. They get 13 on first down. Try the middle, and that one is stopped cold. Bama trying to add to this big lead off a second takeaway against Carson Beck. 2nd and 11. All kinds of time. A dart over the middle. It's bobbled and intercepted. Picked off. Is a flag down, so hold on a second.
I think we're going to have a hold on the right side by Elijah Pritchett.
The field is an incomplete pass. A correction. An interception by the defense. Holding. Offense. Number 57. The penalty is declined. First down, Georgia.
Dan Jackson came up with the interception off the carom. First thrown by Milroe this season, so it desperately needed takeaway.
Dupree actually does get his hands on this football. Delays, releases, tries to get it between the backers behind him, and that's the first ball we've really seen where it's not perfectly thrown. Behind him, yeah, he can catch it, but because it's behind him, there's a chance to hit him. Ball goes in the air, and Georgia gets on top of it.
It's Etienne to his right. Beck from the end zone, across the middle, almost through a third pick. Wow, Deontay Lawson from his linebacker spot was thinking pick 6. Help us understand what's going on inside Beck's head at the moment. He's not seeing it.
No, not at all.
The thinking is a little fuzzy.
They got 8 up there.
Pressure picked up. Bullet down the middle, but nobody on. Great coverage. Nowhere near Lovett, and it's 3rd and 10.
Tonight it's been a gauntlet coming after, and they've changed up the look, showing it and dropping it. Other times bringing more than they can handle. I think they may do it here.
He said you're going to see stuff they've never seen on tape anywhere. Invented for this game. Heavy pressure. Beck off his back foot, just heaves it to green grass.
8 guys, and you've got 7 to be able to block. Bring 1 more than they can handle. You got guys coming free. 2 end up getting in there.
Yeah, that was just a obvious attempt to avoid his safety, and that's what it's going to be.
The result of the penalty is a safety.
You know, number 2 rated quarterback on all the NFL draft board. A lot of personnel people watching this game tonight, and it's been a nightmarish first 30 minutes for Beck. Adams on this kick, and Adams has room. Flag flies as he's knocked down at midfield. This going to be against Alabama. Negates a 33-yard return. It's the Tide trying to add to their total before halftime now.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team number 8. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Long throw, still staying aggressive. And the catch is made, and falling forward is Josh Cuevas. Another tight end gets involved. He was the Husky.
I just can't believe the throws were, and again, I know you're back. You don't want to give up the big one, but just, I mean, that's a big game right there, and just easy throws.
Across the middle, catch made. Prentice unable to escape, but picks up about 6 more before Everett gets him down again. No timeouts for Bama.
There's no rerouting. There's easy access, and it makes it pretty easy on the quarterback to just throw underneath when you're clearing out. We've seen a lot of that in the first half.
Inside of the final minute, Prentice again makes the catch, spins back into the field of play. Clock will stop momentarily. They move the sticks to the 44.
Great job of just reading the coverage, not panicking, not predetermining where to go with the football, just taking what this defense is giving you.
Milroe over 200 yards passing now to go with 100-yard rushing.
A lot of this has been, again, it's been not just in prevent, it's been happening most of this half.
Trick play it to flea flicker. Milrose going to flip it back underneath there to Bernard. And they're just trying to toy with him now. Starks makes the tackle.
Yeah, that's all Malachi Starks. If he doesn't make that play, there are about 5 offensive linemen out in front that would have led him down that left sideline. So Starks saves the day by hustling and reading that pretty quickly.
Georgia spending a timeout. Alabama didn't have one. And they'll back the clock up to 32 seconds. It'll be 3rd and 13.
It's a pretty good play here by Starks. Like I said, the reaction that he had ends up allowing him to save this day. Because watch, when it's a slow developing play. Watch the offensive linemen. Look at them working to get out in front. Now here's Starks right here. If he doesn't make this hustle play, look at that convoy going down that left sideline. Road graders.
Yeah, a little too quick for big Caden Proctor to get out and get a body on him. Pressure comes. It's picked up. Milroe gets it out, throws into traffic. DeBoer wants a pass interference call, doesn't get one.
Reputation at this podium being a different guy. I mean, it's a very intense guy.
Burnip. It's muffed. A scramble for the ball down at the 8-yard line.
It is a real scramble. That is a battle for the ball.
Oh, Anthony Evans just able to fall on his own fumble and avoid another disastrous turnover. What does Carson Beck try to do here with the last 19 seconds of a disastrous first half? Gets the ball quickly on the perimeter. Smith is electric. Breaks one tackle.
No, Pat went back.
Throw across the middle, and Colby Young trots out of bounds out across the 35. Just 3 seconds to go. A chance for Beck to heave it way downfield. $355 yards of total offense for Alabama. Defense has been stout. They come up with the safety. They limit Georgia to 123. Short pitch, hoping that Arian Smith can break a whole bunch of tackles. And he'll finally be corralled inside the Alabama 40. And that will be the end of a stunning first half here in Tuscaloosa. Some pushing and shoving, frustration obvious for the Dogs. Alabama feeling pretty juiced up themselves. And they eventually get them separated. Georgia will get the football to begin the second half, but a lot of work to do, down 23.
And we got flags. This still isn't done.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Alabama number 58. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the second half kickoff.
Carson Beck, that's the worst first half of football that we've ever seen from Beck. He's going to have to respond here, especially on this opening drive.
Chance at field position. The penalty on Alabama after the first half expired means they'll kick it off from the 20. And this is Evans from the 13. Chance to build momentum. And Anthony Evans is knocked down across the 40. Ground out a come-from-behind win against Kentucky. The challenge appears more significant right now. Etienne goes backwards and never does get the edge, tackled by the freshman Xavier Brown.
This offensive line's got to start making a statement for Georgia to get back in the game.
Behind the 6 on second down here, just by about a few inches. Beck lofting a throw, miscommunication, and very nearly another interception as Dylan Bell broke off the route, and Xavier Brown was the nearest man to the ball.
Been at 3rd and 7. That's been their average on the year. It's tough to execute on 3rd and 7. Now here they are at 3rd and 10.
Pressure immediately, and Beck is knocked down. Deontay Lawson at a Mobile. Free runner.
But watch the delay blitz here. That's where it ends up coming home. Good job of disguising the offensive line because it's so late. They don't do a good job of picking it up. Doesn't even see it.
Relentless pressure on Beck. And when he has had a little bit of time, he hasn't been able to deliver on target. Cole Adams makes the fair catch, 44-yard punt. Laura from Katy, Texas, and had that failure against his home state Longhorns on this field a year ago. Bounced back from that. Was able to win an SEC championship, of course. Comes up a yard short on the goal line against Michigan in the Rose Bowl. Keeps it all the way and is pushed along the near sideline.
And there's his parents right there. Can imagine their feelings. You bring up that Texas game where they lost, and he got confused with some coverage in that game. Think about how far he's come from last September to this September and where he is right now.
Couldn't be more polar opposite. Look to his right as the football takes off, gets a big shot as he goes to the ground. Need 4. Let's see, keep this drive going. Wilbur flips it, and it's incomplete.
Even if they were able to complete that, they're short of the first down.
Evans back deep. James Burnett called on for just the second time tonight, and he booms a high deep one. Evans chance at a return, but the Tides fly down there and they knock him down right where he caught it. The body language isn't what everyone in the Georgia organization would like for it to be. He's got to elevate his play, and he's got to help spark belief in his teammates so the comeback is possible. There's a nice throw downfield out of the hands. Right now they're going to rule it it's incomplete.
That's a great throw, but a heck of a play by Deshaun Jones. Gets behind him, see the corner on the outside. He catches up, gets that left hand in there to knock the ball loose. So he gets it in between defenders, but good hustle effort by Jones to get that ball out.
2nd and 10. Ball quickly to the perimeter. They got blockers out there for Lovett, and he's knocked down at the 25. Needs 6. Back. Scrambles. Now goes sideways. Instead of going forward to the marker, he'll be stopped a yard short. Jahad Campbell got him down. Going forward on 4th down. Cass Jones is the back. He's got the ball. He's powering forward. It's going to be just enough for Georgia to keep the football here. They had to earn every inch of it. Got Etienne lined up far left of the formation, right near the sideline. 4 receivers in the pattern. Back, steps up out of the pocket, takes off, and will slide down after picking up about 8.
I think it was Dominic Lovett. He just didn't see him as he was scrambling. He was behind the line and could have flipped it. That would have been a touchdown.
On the edge, there's Lovett. Gets around a block. Dominic Lovett in a foot race, and they'll finally haul him down. That was Campbell showing tremendous speed in pursuit. There's a flag down.
Holding. Offense. Number 5.
Might have been called a horse collar, by the way, in the tackle against Lovett at the end of the play. It wasn't called, and now there's a flinch up front. And it's Xavier Truss. Wondered, which offensive line, they both had their issues in the young season, which could really step up. Branson Robinson tries to cut back, runs right into heavy traffic. It's been tough all night. Still looking for their first conversion.
7 guys up there.
They don't bring pressure. Ball comes out quickly on the edge and stopped short. Bumped out of bounds there as Evans. Malachi Moore cleaned it up. Good effort by Evans, but it's 4th down again. This time they're going to need about 3, Kirk. Another desperation play midway 3rd quarter for this Dogs offense. Protection, throw across the middle, and catch made in traffic by Lovett. Did well to hold on to the ball. Devontae Smith was in tight coverage.
And again, another one of these first downs where it maybe by half a yard.
3 for 3 on 4th down tonight are the Dogs. Twice on this drive. Back down the middle, broken up. Malachi Moore drifting back, got a hand on it as he tried to squeeze it in and says, yeah, I saw that in tape. I was ready for that one.
The veteran graduate played a lot of football in a lot of big games, reading the eyes, head on a swivel, looking for that potential crosser coming in behind him.
One of the guys that's the main communicators on this defense. And pretty strong in the post-Saban era, too. ETN, tough run, dragging folks.
Let that clock keep going. Just don't give up a big one.
Beck looking for a big one downfield on third down, and it's broken up. That was good coverage on Lovett by Devontae Smith.
Kirby all over the place, lost his visor. He is really frustrated that he did not get an interference call. A slot fade to Lovett. Tight coverage there for the nickel. Devontae Smith never locates the ball, and that's what he's upset about. Usually when you don't turn your head, you don't locate the ball, there's some hand-to-hand combat. That's usually a foul.
Fourth down. Flags down. Free play for Beck, who fires across the middle and also throws another interception to Campbell, who jumped the route, but the Tide jumped off, and then it'll make it fourth down and perhaps just inches. It may be enough to give him a first down. A couple of flags down, actually.
Fouls on the play by each team. Holding, offense, number 55. Offsides, defense, number 23 in the neutral zone at the snap. The fouls will offset. Remains fourth down.
Four-man rush. Beck gets the pass away, incomplete, and there's a flag that comes in. Cash Jones came out of the backfield, was grabbed by Deontay Lawson.
Well, the one that Kirby was fired up about, where the back didn't get his head turned around.
Defense, number 0. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
I mean, he does grab onto the jersey, but I don't think he's going to make this play. But right there, he definitely grabs on. It's the 13th play of this drive, and they're now at about 6 minutes.
A grinding drive. Another downfield shot into traffic. Malachi Moore came tracking. He's just kind of flirting with an interception almost every throw, Kirk, it seems.
Yeah, they drop safeties.
You're saying I said a lot of tape. I didn't see any of this stuff on there. Short throw. Catch made on the edge, and breaking a tackle is Lovett, who's off and running. Lovett, their most explosive pass play tonight, and the true freshman Red Morgan, who's in for Devontae Smith at the moment, missed the tackle.
Bring 8 on pressure. We just talked about how they're showing it and dropping it. This time they bring it.
Play 15 of the drive, finally in the red zone. Right down the middle, high throw, touchdown, Arian Smith. And the Dogs still have life, thanks to a huge march of 80 yards. Took 6:44.
This is the improvement of Arian Smith, who used to be just kind of a straight line guy. Watch this release. Outside jab, upfield, getting that separation. Easy throw when you get a receiver who wins at the line of scrimmage. That time Carson Beck says, thank you very much. I got an open guy downfield.
Offense on the field. Kirby Smart electing to go for Dos. Brought to you by Dos Equis. They tried it before, and a penalty set him way back, had to kick the point. This to make it a 15-point game. On the move. Flips it back across his body, and on the back line, Lawson Lucky, the tight end, catches the conversion. Offense got the safety, but Georgia with a couple of touchdowns make it a 15-point game here. Still midway third. This is Ryan Williams from the 7. And 17-year-old spins out across the 20. One team was really hungry and desperate today. The other one was not. Great road win for Kentucky. On the edge, Miller takes the pitch. Jackson flew up there and knocks him out of bounds. Empty backfield. Dupree, the tight end, lines up far to the left. Milroe, lots of time, and an easy pitch and catch. Williams has first down yardage out across the 30.
Really good read, being patient there. I thought initially he might try to throw to the tight end. He came off of him in the middle. Had a nice opening once again, and that Georgia zone defense just sitting nicely, the freshman.
And now the freshman goes down the middle. Williams bobbled and caught. And the incredible start for this prodigy continues. He made that an adventure, but another electric play from number 2.
But you put Malachi Starks as a safety who can cover on the electrifying freshman. He's got great ball skills. That ball gets behind him. What a job there by Williams' concentration. But how about Milroe going to the 17-year-old freshman against the crafty veteran Starks, and he hits it.
1, 2. How many times did he bobble it? Like 3 or 4. Great focus, as you said. He has the it factor. He's just him, as they say. You cannot believe that this guy is the age he is. Saraland High School down the Mobile area, where so many great Crimson Tide players have come from. 54-yard play.
Brian Williams, at just 17 years old, came into this Alabama program, and they didn't promise him a starting job. They told him you have to earn it. So he started out on the third-team offense. They said it only took about 7 days before they started to move him up. Finally, Jalen Milroe, the quarterback, came and said to the coaches, hey, I think he needs to be a 1. He made it, worked his way up, and you can see the skill and the talent that's dazzling.
Could a guy this young, as talented as he is, step up and produce against the Dogs? And an emphatic yes would be that answer.
Pretty cool that the veteran quarterback says to the coaches, hey guys, that kid too, he's 17. Guess what? He might be our best. We got to get him up off the third team, move him up.
Keeper blocks, and that time Georgia did a better job defending Milroe.
The moment was never too big. Ice in his veins. This kid reminds me of that crowd wanting Michael Williams to get a penalty. Has time to get off the field.
Fake the handoff. Milroe cuts it back to the right, and Dogs do a great job defending that time. Malachi Starks stayed at home, and they dropped behind the line.
Yeah, much better job on the edge of this defense. The safeties there. Starks. Good job of running there by Damon Wilson. Better group effort.
3rd and 10. Justice Haynes, the back. And he's got the ball out of the backfield. He's hit immediately. Looking for his first made field goal attempt at Alabama. Missed one in the opener and just sneaks it inside that right upright. That was close.
There are a lot of the Ohio State coaches that feel that Jeremiah Smith may be the most physically gifted of all of them.
That's saying something. All those guys you listed are pretty physically gifted.
He looks like a young T.O. when you see him.
That's sculpted, huh?
Yeah, he's scary.
So Alabama took about 4 minutes off the clock, added 3 to the lead. And fair cut. That was a 15-play drive. Took a whole lot of time. And here's a throw on the sideline. Dylan Bell. Good battle for the football.
And you look at the system that they're running with Womack tonight, it's going to be scary for teams to match up with this defense.
ETN cuts it back. All the defensive backs who started in that SEC championship game except Malachi Moore are gone. You mentioned the 2 corners are in the NFL. Caleb Downs is on the payroll of Ohio State, playing very well for the Buckeyes so far. So it's up to Moore and these newcomers, Sabb and Jackson, and the freshman Brown.
Yeah, it's been really amazing. And they also lost 3 corners besides the 2 to the NFL. It's to the transfer portal with the coaching change. So a lot of young bodies back there. But, boy, they stepped up and shown the SEC and the country how good they can be.
Georgia, again, on 3rd down. But this time converting.
And they're in sync. They're connected as a group in the back.
Playing fast, final 20 seconds of the 3rd quarter. And going back to try to make a catch is Oscar Delp. Delp, big tight end, not a wide receiver. Tougher for a big fella to make that adjustment. Back, long throw to the sidelines. Hard-earned catch made. And Bell dragged down in the field of play, and that will do it for the third quarter. Fleury with the 4 touchdowns, just a safety and now field goal. So Georgia is still within range here. But they need something to happen quickly. ETN can make it happen quickly, but he has been corralled by this tie and run defense, and Deontay Lawson makes another big play. 4th down again. They need 6. Or else the Tide are going to take over in plus territory.
Look at Lawson, that green dot linebacker 0, just takes control like a quarterback there. Really good player, communicating, getting everybody lined up.
Back across the middle. Another squeezed into tight target, and Dylan Bell
gave him a chance because it was low to go down and get it.
Staying alive here in this game with these 4th down conversions. On 1st down, Beck loses the football. They knocked it out of his hands, and Latham makes the recovery. Rusa knocked it loose. Another turnover for Beck.
Personnel on the Alabama defense with Kane Womack, and we got to number 4, who was a little iffy because of an ankle, and his eyes lit up. Said most gifted linebacker that we have off the edge, number 4.
Alabama is set up at the 48. Justice Haynes darts forward.
I mean, it's a tough ask to come into Tuscaloosa anytime, September, October, November. But yeah, the turnovers in the Alabama defense just taking the wind out of their sails throughout this game.
Tide lined up quickly. I was thinking, why are they playing with tempo? Up 18. They take a look at the sidelines, and it's Milroe, and a much better job stopping the quarterback runs in the second half. Take the play clock down. Snap it at 7. Heavy pressure. Ball is out. Justice Haynes will be stopped behind the line of scrimmage there.
From a champion who's won 42 regular season games in a row in the regular season, and tonight it's not going their way, but they are still fighting on that defense.
Burnham, who can kick it a mile, tries to hit it softer and have it check up, and it's going to bounce into the end zone. Oh, just eluded coverage team down there trying to pound the ball at the 1-yard line. That was before the beginning of the 4th quarter. Georgia off the stop, takes over at the 20. 3-man rush, ball pressed downfield, and again Alabama defensive back, that's Jalen Bakwe, gets there and contests the catch and breaks it up.
Well, Bakwe is another true freshman. We're talking about Devontae Jackson, talked about Xavier Brown. Now how about number 9, 5'11", 192 pounds, able to get around that receiver because he has his eyes on the football and knocks it away.
Played quarterback, very little defense in high school, won a state championship as a quarterback in Clay, Alabama.
Looked pretty good as a corner to me there.
Yeah, it did. Kind of natural.
It did.
Back, trying to escape. Checks it down. ETN held inbounds.
Somebody's got to be able to get downfield.
Is Smith? Is it Lovett? They need a chunk play. Trying downfield again. This is Lovett in a battle, and it is broken up again by that freshman Morgan. Need 3 here. 4 for 4 so far tonight. That's the only reason they're still in this game. Back across the middle, and that one they don't convert, but a flag comes in. That was Keon Sabb in coverage against Lawson Lucky, the tight end.
That was really physical.
Holding defense number 34. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
We got Q Robinson on the penalty, announced 34.
But watch Lucky here. I mean, he's running, trying to get beyond the sticks. He's going to work back. Look how physical. It wasn't just the end of the play. It was the entire play there.
Across the middle, and that's an accurate throw and a nice catch by Evans in traffic. 20-yard gain, playing with tempo. Back another long throw, and the catch made. And fighting down near the goal line is Colby Young, the tall, physical player They came from Miami, first and goal now.
Yeah, 6'3". Now you got one safety in the middle, so that tells you have one-on-one on the outside. Why not just throw it? He looks like he's covered. Throw it, bring him back to the ball. And
Back again across the middle. Bobble caught, touchdown. Lawson Lucky. Tight end again coming up with a big play. And Georgia showing a lot of fight and good bounce back from Beck after his third turnover tonight.
now Beck is seeing the field. Now this is the Carson Beck that we've grown to come to kind of expect his ability to read coverage and deliver the football.
Trying to cut this to an 11-point margin. Excuse me, a 10-point game if they make this. Batted away. Put it off to the left, but Keon Sabb was standing right there and knocked it down, so the lead sitting at 12. 2-point conversion batted down, so still a 12-point game. Job not done for Milroe and the Crimson Tide yet.
No, got to be careful getting too conservative too.
Booted deep, and the fair catch is going to be made by Adams. Milroe looking to throw in first down. Pump fakes, pats the ball, and now throws it over the head of Dupree, who was well covered.
They've handled Milroe on the ground only 7 yards in the second half on the ground, 106 on the ground first half.
Got to snap it quickly here. You just get it off. Milroe looking to run again, and not quite enough to get around the edge. Shoved out of bounds by freshman KJ Bolden. Looked so effortless for Alabama through the first 18 minutes of this game. A lot tougher now. They bring some pressure. Milroe right down the middle, threw it behind Cole Adams, but he went down and got it, and they do convert.
I mean, you can throw it. He can adjust.
This time they hand it off on first down to Miller, and he's knocked down for a loss by Christian Miller.
Georgia just hanging around, just on the fringe.
So they snap it at 13. Keeper by Milroe. They were grabbing at that ball. Did he come out? Tyrion Ingram Dawkins was ripping at the quarterback's arm. Thought he had a takeaway, but Milroe did well to hold on to it.
Yeah, I thought he got in there and had a chance. He did attack the football, which you're expected to do down 12 in the fourth quarter. Milroe held on, but another third down.
From the pocket, here's he throws. It's broken up. Dangerous throw because Dalen Everett was tracking back. C.J. Allen brought the pressure.
Alabama going much faster there on that third down, but nobody picks up C.J. Allen. And those defensive backs all lined, all 5 of them right at the first down marker, knowing exactly where those receivers were trying to go. That time 6, able to work around the freshman. It's all about how quickly can you move down the field. If you are able to, how quickly can you move down the field?
Different look here. Georgia's got 2 men deep. Evans and Starks. And it bounces around dangerously. That bounce near where a couple of players were engaged in a block. Beck and the Dogs within a dozen. 7:14 on the clock. And hits a man. It's Cash Jones.
Sliding him out kind of on a wheel route here. Watch the coverage adjust with the receiver that goes downfield, Bell. Then he gets behind that defensive back. How about that throw we're used to seeing here in the second half?
Who can give you explosive plays? Cash Jones comes up with a 30-yarder. Beck pressing the ball downfield into coverage again. Caught! Arian Smith at the 1-yard line. In 2 plays, they're on the doorstep.
That's the 4th straight pass of 20 yards or more that he has hit.
Cash Jones, who made that first big play, takes the handoff and just runs right into a crimson wall. Jahan Campbell and others make the play.
Work the edges or a quick pass.
Etienne is the back. End around. Bell breaks into the end zone. Georgia very much alive and looking dangerous now.
Picked up a nice block by Colby Young, and then the 2 tight ends, Delp and Lucky. We just said you don't want to go into the interior there. Krista block here, outside blocks, quick motion right here by Bell. It just opened up.
Well, we said there's going to have to be urgency, quick strike, and they've delivered that. Last 2 touchdown drives, 80 yards in a minute 46. That last one, 78 in a minute 35.
They're continuing to give themselves a chance. It's exactly what he probably told them. Just keep plugging along. We're going to get back into this game. And now, here they are, within less than a possession here, taking a lead. We have 1 possession. Go up.
It's 28-0. About 3 minutes into the second quarter. 28-5 has been the edge for Georgia since then. Suddenly on fire. Dogs Attack's going to get the ball back with a chance to win it. And this is mishandled by the freshman. A disastrous play. They have to just fall on it. That was Ryan Williams back there. Not a role that he's really played as a returner.
And now they're backed up inside, what are they, the 2-3 yard line?
Man, has the mood shifted in here. High anxiety for the Tide faithful here in the end zone. Haynes trying to run out, just gets a little breathing room out near the 7.
And Georgia just kept battling. Here they are.
Milroe from the end zone. High throw, dangerous, and the catch is made. So a fresh set of downs, a chance to bleed more clock. Here's a first down carry by Haynes. Doesn't want to get out of bounds. I know the quarterback's more comfortable operating at tempo, but it would be nice to bleed a little more clock. They're not working the clock down anywhere near 0 before the snap again in this last series.
No, and that's the dilemma when you're working with a lead here, you know, with a new staff and a new coordinator, a new play caller. You know, do you bleed it and go ultra conservative? You know, they're like you said, they're not working clock at all here, up 5.
Second down, long throw. Catch is made by Dupree, but he's hit immediately there by Julian Humphrey. Short gain, and will set up a third down, and they'll need about 4.
Alabama's facing a defense that has more depth. Remember, that was an issue for Georgia. They had some of their defensive linemen down. They're back tonight. They're doing a great job of rotating, allowing them to stay fresh for moments like this in this game.
Dogs get a stop. Beck's going to get the football back with a chance to take the lead, if you can believe it. They're showing pressure, and they bring it. And Milroe on the move, makes the catch. Justice Haynes doesn't quite get there. C.J. Allen stops him short of the marker. 4th down. And now Burnett will try to deliver a bomb if he can. Anthony Evans standing back at the Georgia 28 and steps up to make a fair catch at the 33.
Down 5 with 2:42 to go with 3 timeouts.
Plenty of time. We don't need to play urgently here. But he's looking to throw that downfield. Has a man wide open. Dylan Bell's got it. A foot race. Spins, spray, and scores. Can you believe it? Georgia has the lead. 67 yards. This place is stunned.
Here's Bell, and here's the safety that ends up jumping this little shimmy, little inside move and up. Watch the move by Beck. The safety has his eyes on it. Beck gets it a little shoulder, just enough for the safety to try to jump it. That's how he ends up getting open. That is Sav, the transfer from Michigan. And this is where Bell shows you his toughness and physicality. What a call. Little inside move, get the safety to bite, and then get behind him. And a great throw by Carson Beck. And unbelievable. Georgia has taken the lead.
Going for Dose again, brought to you by Dos Equis to make it a 3-point lead for Georgia. Beck takes off and will not get there. Stretches, but comes up short of the goal line. And they have 0 momentum. The same 2 guys are deep here, Williams and Adams, and this delivers to let this one bounce into the end zone. So here comes Jalen Milroe. Talked about a monstrous first half. 100 yards rushing, 200 passing, 3 total touchdowns. Very quiet since midway second quarter.
Yeah, but this is where they got to shift mindsets. Again, there's no rush. 3 timeouts, 2:31 to go. You have the 2-minute timeout. You just got to get a first down. You get that first down, and you can create a little bit of rhythm and try to get this Georgia defense that has some newfound confidence a bit on their heels.
There's a lot of calm and command from Milroe at the start of this game. He's got to have it right now. And they take a downfield shot. And the catch is made. It's Ryan Williams, still spinning free. Touchdown, Alabama. They answer in one play. 75 yards for the 17-year-old. Are you kidding us? Pandemonium in here.
Unbelievable.
Time to go for Ghost again. A lot of beer handed out here in the fourth quarter. Gosecki's bringing it to you. This to make the lead 6-7 actually. Low throw. Goes down and grabs it. Jeremy Bernard. Wow.
Well, Chris, this is a great read by Milroe. What he saw is this right here, a middle field safety, which tells him, I think I got a shot to my guy that can make a play to the outside. He's one-on-one. Look at the DB, never located the football. The receiver, Williams, does. That's why he's able to adjust back. Julian Humphrey never saw him. Out on an island, because of the quickness there off the line of scrimmage. Look at this. It's not the greatest route, but it's the awareness and the ability to come back to the ball. And then what he does after the catch, this isn't a big guy. He's 175 pounds, but he just knows how to make plays when it matters. And he makes a huge play for Alabama. What an answer by the Tide.
That was special in about 3 ways. The speed to get open, the adjustment that he makes, and then the elusiveness, the spin move down the sideline. Here's Bernard going down low to ground the 2-point try.
Beat Malachi Starks there, man to man.
I'm excited.
You got 218s. So you better get him some water here. We got.
Will the Dolphins and the Titans deliver on Monday night like this? I'm not counting on it.
I'm not feeling that.
Quick throw, far side, incomplete off the hands of Arian Smith. I'm going to tell all these players, Kirk, that, hey, in the 12 playoff era, you can lose this game.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't really matter. There's no implications that are earth-shaking for the playoff. You want to remind these guys who are playing this way?
These kind of guys, you could play them in ping pong and they're going to swing it as hard as they can. These just competitors right here, giving it everything they have on both sides. I think you keep being aggressive. His young secondary from Alabama struggling to locate the ball.
Beck escapes, takes off, and no slide. Dives short of the marker. And we got the center, Jared Wilson, who was out down near the goal line that last time, is back in the ball game for the Dogs. That's a comfort to the quarterback who had his wristband ripped off his hand there.
Had the backup ready to go.
So that is the 2-minute timeout. Georgia's got 3 more to work with. Welcome back. It's become a quarterback duel here. Carson Beck, until some hollow yards at the end of the half, had like 50 passing yards. He has 306 in the second half. Milroe, a long period, they lost rhythm, and then that strike to Williams to put him back up by 7. Can Beck answer? A lot of cushion. Alabama playing off these receivers. Trying not to give up yet another big play, and Etienne plows forward and drives for a strong run up near the 45.
All 3 timeouts left.
Pressure comes. They pick it up and back off his back foot. A battle on the sidelines. No flag as Keon Sabb was defending Lucky. Test of stamina, mental and physical, with this Alabama defense. They have been ripped apart, really, by Beck in the second half. Somebody on this Bama defense going to have to make a play to avoid Beck perhaps taking this game to overtime. Plenty of time again. Sideline throw, catch made, and skipping out of bounds after an 8-yard gain is Bell. They fake it to Etienne. Beck looking to launch downfield, and it's incomplete. Another battle for the football between Lovett and Devontae Smith, who's come back in the game, and it's 4th down yet again.
You know, Young does the hard part there, but he just doesn't hold on to the ball. That ball's thrown behind him. That's very tight coverage that time, but by Smith. Does a great job of coming back, just doesn't hold it.
4th down. The ball game on the line here if Alabama can get a stop.
They are press man across the board, tight. Making these receivers work for it. The only soft coverage is there.
Beck backpedals, converts. Catch made to the 36 by Colby Young.
That time Young does hold on to it. What a great job. Clutch right there. Game on the line.
Beck rolls out, scans. Could have thrown or ran that time. That time tucks it, dives forward for a short gain. Clock running.
Yeah, Kirby uses a timeout there. Smart decision by Beck. Once he cleared out of the pocket, rolled right, there's nobody open. Alabama had everybody covered, and so instead of throwing it away, at least he picks up a few yards, and they use their first timeout. Got a matchup up top, one-on-one.
Final minute of regulation.
There it is.
Look in that direction, looping throw, battle broken up. It was just a little bit underthrown for Young. Zabian Brown, the true freshman, out there on an island.
You got a veteran, the transfer from Miami, who just tries to adjust back to the ball, never really had a chance. And look at the freshman, never located the ball. He's lucky he didn't make contact and have a pass interference.
Brown, who was a modern-day high school powerhouse in LA last year, stepping up on this huge stage. 3rd down, 8. Flags down. It was a false start there. Looked like the line of scrimmage.
Alabama moving.
Offsides. Defense number 14 in the neutral zone at the snap. The penalty was declined. The result of the play is a 1st down.
Georgia 20 yards away. Beck launches for the end zone. Jump ball. Intercepted. And Zabian Brown, the freshman, makes a game-saving play for Alabama.
And what it allows him to do is this time, look how he locates the football. The previous time he did not. This time, because of the cushion, he was able to see the ball. And he's got the athletic ability, once he sees the ball, to be able to go up high point and be an athlete and take it away from the taller receiver at 6'3".
You know the comparison they made, Zabian Brown, Womack and company, Patrick Surtain. As a freshman, just came in incredibly locked in. Tremendous understanding of the game. Saban left the cupboard far from bare. They had to keep the commitment to these guys. What a play and what a battle here.
Yeah, this, by the way, 2 number 2s for Alabama. Zabian Brown getting it done on defense, and Ryan Williams, number 2, the true freshman, getting it done on the offensive side with 6 catches, 177 yards. Man, what can you say? I mean, Alabama wins this game. It's a big showdown in week 4, but Georgia left for dead at 30-7. Didn't look like they had any clue how to stop Milroe. Deserves a ton of credit for getting in there at halftime, fighting back, taking a lead, albeit it lasted 13 seconds, but having the ball with a veteran quarterback in the red zone and having a chance to maybe take the lead and win this thing. So, battle of the Titans, and it lives up to the hype there in this second half.
And we said there's some wrinkles. There's some unknowns. 2 guys who were in high school a year ago, as you pointed out, made the monstrous play. They both wear number 2 in crimson. The eventual game-winning touchdown by Ryan Williams. I had a brief chat before the game and said, "You don't look like this is too big for you." He goes, "No, sir, I'm ready." Georgia thought they might pull off the biggest comeback in school history. Alabama struck back, and Georgia denied in the end zone by an interception. This game felt no different than the collisions of the national championship on the line, with the SEC championship on the line. Every bit as hard-fought and compelling.